damages.
Yes,
Okay.
man.
Don't you think, okay, like from 1999 to date, no matter what anybody will tell me, I see give some respect to Obasanjo. Despite he has his own issues. Don't you think? Because one of the things Obasanjo did that I really like, he actually kept some portfolio not for party members. He actually looked for people that can do the job. Obasanjo was he literally when he get to the Washington DC, for example, he's looking for somebody that understand electricity power. We say, hey, please, I need so person. Can you recommend? If if
Mm.
if Tinubu can come in that form, like with his cabinet we're looking at, is able to like get out of the comfort zone in this sense, like the party APC and all his friends, and really look for people that can handle this portfolio, like that are ready to actually work and make changes. Don't you think um it's gonna be like give us some little hope, like a way to go?
Yeah, yeah. But let me tell you this. Maybe you had some ministers say this during Buhari,
Mm.
that they were struggling to have a meeting with Buhari to actually meet with the president and say this is what we are trying to do. These are the problems we are having. In the case of Tinubu, I don't think he's present. That's my main thing. So even if he's able to go out there and get people who can do make impact, if he's not there, if he's not present to direct things, then you won't have any benefit from that. And unlike Obasanjo, you can't compare Tinubu to Obasanjo because Obasanjo is not political in the sense the way Tinubu is. Obasanjo basically is more like a one-man thing, especially during the second term. Once he felt that he was in control of the administration, it was a one-man thing. Tinubu is still the consensus because of all the things he did in the past and people he helped and people who helped him. He's still going to operate that way. So, yeah, that's the direction we hope that he
I
will.
agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, we are in
All
for a
right.
lot of things, man.
Do you let me ask this question, ask Dr. Damage this question. Do you think Tinubu will implement his security policy that he said in Chatham House?
What was that? That
That
he was
he
and he
was gonna
said,
increase the size of the military, double the police size,
yeah,
and increase
of
the size
course.
of the military and
Those ones
this
are
in
easy.
training and everything.
By
You
giving
think?
them abado to eat, right?
Those ones are easy. If the money,
Nonsense.
remember, there's money coming. There's money coming
Easy.
in. There's money coming in now. No
So you
matter
think
what.
he's gonna do it?
No, you can
No.
wait if it will help. Like to remember, this what will happen now. This will happen next. So people will be agitated every day now. More people will be agitated with the government. So he has to give things. One of the things he could do is
Mm.
to hire people. He can announce that we are hiring 550,000 people to join different security agencies. As long as there's that 50,000 naira to pay them every month, the recruits
Mm.
in the
Yeah,
police, military, the money is there based on this oil subsidy situation.
yeah.
The money will be there. He can hire them and make people feel okay, he's doing something. Even if it's one person in one local government or 20 people from a local government, people will feel okay, I got a job from Tinubu. That's a good thing. So that those kind of things will happen. But I don't think the
Mm.
intention is that by doing that there is a bigger goal. If the goal is just to get people a job and get them to keep quiet, then that will not work in your own favor, which you are looking at policies that will strengthen the country and actually solve some of these problems that we are pointing out.
Yeah,
But
shut down IDP camps and people can feel free
yeah,
and walk
if
around.
that is not the goal, then if the goal is simply to make political gains and show that you hired people, then it's a different thing.
Wow, I think even if as long as he increases his size, sooner or later he might stumble around. But somebody that knows what they are doing takes charge, then it's easy to fix the system.
Do you think
Because
it's the ties that made us to lose the war with Boko Haram and all the people in the northeast?
Oh,
It's not
Thank
the
you.
yes,
size.
Thank you.
It's
it
not
is
the
Who
clear.
size.
mentioned?
No,
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 no, no. Forefather, it's not the size.
I have reasons
If
to say it.
no,
Yeah,
I
so
know,
far
I
answer
know.
that.
You have statistics to say, no reasons. Let me give you an example.
It's
If
not the
No,
Nigeria,
size.
I have proof on the
yeah,
ground.
okay. If Nigeria decides to deal with Boko Haram and move all the resources they have, remember there is the most military guys we have in Nigeria in Enugu, for instance, 82 division. They are basically not doing much there. The people in whatever in Ibadan, they're basically doing nothing there. If Nigeria says that okay, the main problem we have is these guys in the northeast, let's go and deal with it for 6 months. They can move resources from those other places and deal with that. But it's not about no. I'm not saying numbers will not help, but it's not about numbers. The reason why we are not doing well in the fight against Boko Haram or we are failing with the militants, the bandits in the north, it's not because of. It's not really because of the numbers. Numbers will help, but it's not. It's not.
Okay, see, I'll give three different examples of why that is inaccurate. Because the one, when they suppressed the northeast, and guess where the problem went? It went to northwest, north central, spread all over the place. And then when you go to the south, it moves direction. And what we fail to understand is that when you don't see crime somewhere, doesn't mean somebody's not keeping it safe. Somebody's keeping it safe. The officers that you think they are doing nothing, they are the reasons why the South is safe. So if you leave, because we have a lot of assets in the South, a lot of resources that we have to protect. That is why you see some of those assets in the South. If you move them in terms of security, if you move them to another region, you've just rendered that whole southern region vulnerable for anybody that wants to do anything. And this world, they don't owe us a living. They are going to take advantage. So that is the situation you face. If you have a country the size of Nigeria, the population of Nigeria, and you're not securing like other nations do, you're going to see a problem. Another example I'm going to give is the UK. I'm sure recognizes this one too. When there was a riot in the UK, as much as UK in terms of officer to citizen ratio is a lot lower than that of Nigeria, when the people started rioting and started showing up in different directions because they were coordinating themselves from the internet, the police were overstretched. They had to just retreat and start protecting the strategic assets in the country, like Buckingham Palace, all those major areas. Those are the areas they were. Even with that number, it tells you that your nation often needs a lot more people to protect it when events are actually occurring. And what we see in Nigeria is that you have problem in Zamfara, you have problem in Plateau, you have problem in Southeast, you have problem in sometimes South Out. It's just too widespread. And they still have to protect Abuja, River State, Lagos, Delta State, where all these strategic assets are. It's not enough. And we have barely 150,000 officially active this is the military, and most of them are not fighting military. They're just like service people. How many do you need to save? This is secure the country. It's impossible job. When I spoke to a military guy, he was telling me that by the time you navigate from where you are to where these bandits are, you are going to be worried that you're not going to end up in a trap. You are going to be worried that you're not even going to come out alive because the gap is too much to go into the remote regions.
Tunaja,
So no, I'm just trying to illustrate some of the pictures.
Tunaja,
to ask questions.
Tunaja.
Yeah.
Yeah, with what you said, sometimes I used to say when I grow up, I'll be like you in some certain things you said. All right. Yeah, let me answer some questions, but I know that the military is stretched, which you always said. All right. I always argue with it, not include recruits, the welfare of the militaries. All right. That's my own concern. If they are well taken care of, people will be joining the military as much as they want. All right, even though they're going to die, they doesn't mind. But right now, if you ask anybody from the south, they pose them to north Boko Haram camp. Some of them will decide to resign than going to Boko Haram camp because even though they've been killed, there's nothing for them. In short, some of them are being killed right now. Their parents are still thinking they are still there fighting. Nothing, no information about them or not. But military stretching, yes, they are being stretched. Not everybody that is fighting Boko Haram are from the north. They take, I know about 3 or 4 military guys, which 2 of them are my friend. They're all being posted down to the north to go and fight. All right. So they pick from that place, as the said. They take from the south, from Lagos, anywhere to go and fight. But my problem is, what is the welfare
My friend that is an Air Force guy is fighting there. He comes back at Okada. He rides Okada in Lagos when he comes back from anywhere he go. He rides Okada. That's my problem. Why after fighting a year, all right? Then people expecting to come back in next 2 weeks. That 2 weeks coming, they're expecting you. They will post him again to go and spend 3 months again somewhere else. Well, after coming back, he will start picking up the Okada and start riding on Okada. If he goes to Nigeria Air Force, I'll give you an example. Air Force, the Keja there. Most Okada people in that place are all Air Force guys trying to make more money for a living, which I don't support. That's my problem.
Which is not good. No, they should be paid, man. I'm sure they are. Somebody tells me that Tinubu is going to increase their salary heavily, given everything that he's doing to the country. They should be paid a lot more, and now that they have spare money to pay for, and not to mention the economic argument. If the Nigerian economy officially, there's this organization that carried out a research on this. Kulata was talking about it earlier on today.
All that people ask question now.
Okay.
Middleman they here and Iffy. They've been waiting for like 5 hours.
They are free to
No,
ask.
don't call my name, please. Leave me. Papudoka, how are you?
Yeah, we don't verse.
I don't verse finish. Ovia, please leave me alone. Papudoka.
Yeah, how are you, Ife?
Good evening.
Yeah.
Don't you like what is going on in Nigeria? Me, I'm having fun. No?
Yeah, but we're all going to pay a price for it.
How? What is my problem with that?
Yeah, you have
to share your family did there now.
No, I don't have no family, Mr. AY.
You will transfer dollars to that place, whether you like it or not.
Said by who?
You will see now.
Nigeria is good now. I like what is happening in Nigeria, honestly.
If it was you that said that by the time Tinubu starts on us, we'll envy Buhari. Okay, you are the one that often said that, and maybe I'm beginning to see reason now. I don't know. Right now, it sounds true.
I like what is happening. I beg, Papudo Kajari, we will have fun. Nigeria, last, everybody go shop breakfast. That's what
you people are stressing my president. The man is old. Stop stressing him. Please, don't allow my president to breathe. Let the president breathe.
That's as long as for me, I will forgive him if he fulfills his security policy. Not military. Why are people tying me to military? It's security, security. If he does it, I'll forgive him. Anything else, I'll forgive.
On a two talkie.
But
5 hours I go come back when I still there for nyam. Anyway, I wanted to ask a question. When Dr. Damages was making his comment, he said something and nobody questioned him. He said, why he actually asked a question. He asked, why did we lose the war against Boko Haram? Did we lose the war against Boko Haram?
No, we didn't actually, not necessarily. We've not won, but we didn't lose.
They've metamorphosized now. Now they're bandits, they are kidnappers, they're everything else.
Allow him to answer.
So we didn't lose the war. What's going on now? Do we know? Do we know how many people that we've lost?
Oh no! It's true that we are still suffering the effects. I don't think I disagree with that. Now, come on. I think this thing that the damages Rudolph is correct on that. The country is still as long as we have IDPs, we are losing. This is a country, and we have IDPs inside Nigeria. That is not a peaceful country. That is a country at war. So I don't subscribe that we are winning anything yet, and it could get worse with all the hardship that we see going around now. So I don't know, man. If he does it, because I believe that it's going to. They said it's costing Nigeria about $50 billion in GDP every year. So what is he going to invest that will give him that kind of return? There's no more investment that he can invest in that will give him that kind of return within a year or so. Hence, why not just do it? It's an economic investment. If not a security investment, it's an economic investment because your people will be safer for it. Your people are not going to get kidnapped all over the place. Farmers are going to go to farm. Business is going to do business. Then everybody is going to make money. within 4 years, that Nigerian economy could be a $1 trillion economy. But let's see whether he's going to do it. I don't know.
Do
1
what?
trillion.
Whether he's
Anyway,
going to implement his security policy.
Oh, okay.
anyway,
Because if he does, he's going to change the country.
yeah. So we have established that we lost the war against Boko Haram.
You know, when war is going on, you can't say.
Go ahead, Meduma.
Yeah. So I heard what you guys are saying, but aren't we all being unfair to this administration? I mean, the guy is barely 100 days in office. He had, I still maintain that he had difficult decisions to make, and this is all spill over from the last administration. Yeah, we can all argue that he knew what he was getting into, but I don't think we are being totally fair with him if we're judging the 4 years of his administration with what has happened in just 2 months.
I don't think people are really judging. I think is people just want. I think people just want the president to give direction, right? Which let's know where we're going. So, if there was a clear plan, right? If he talked to Nigeria like we know this is his plan, people can be ready to face the hardship, even if it's gonna take a year. But there is no clear plan.
He
That's
has a
the problem.
didn't we get a manifesto?
Now we can do.
We got a manifesto now. Campaign
Yeah,
manifesto.
yeah, manifest. So you need to speak to Nigeria for real.
No, this is actually simply what is shocking people in the last few days, which is that they've agreed that okay, floating they remove the subsidy, which means that the international price of crude will determine what is happening. So people are already trying to calculate their thinking and their planning and their strategy. And all of a sudden, you go from 550 to 612 or 615 without any increase in the international price of crude oil. And that tells people that these people are just playing again. They're just doing whatever they like. You know, this is not what they promised us. So that was
you have to understand that
the what?
The price per liter in Nigeria is still yet not up to international market price.
No. So what you told us, what the government told us is that we are removing subsidy. So we want to say, okay, we believe you. You removed it. It's 550. That's what you determined. That's it. That day. That's what you determine is the right price. Then the price of crude started going down, and the price of petrol started going up in Nigeria. What's going on? People panicked. People felt like, we don't know what these people are doing.
Price of petroleum, price of gasoline at the pump in Nigeria is actually still lower than internet. Or what I'm trying to say is that you guys have to buckle up.
But we're not doing the international thing. We did it before now, where we said that you don't use the currency, and you can't say that the price in the US has to be the same as the one in the UK and all those things. We said based on your determination of cost, because the cost is different for the US and the UK and France. Based on your determination of the cost, you told us 550. And businesses started planning that, okay, from now on, we're going to be within that range, up and down a little bit, depending on what the crude is doing. And all of a sudden, you jump to 612, 615. That doesn't make sense. And that was what caused this new panic by people. They've adjusted. They figured out that, okay, this is what we're doing. Then they felt like, what are we doing? Nobody knows.
Papudoka, I think the reason why we don't feel it is because we that are here, we have jobs.
Don't live there.
And we can, get as much, maybe 5-6 jobs compared to Nigeria, where our unemployment is very high. I think that's where the panic is. My concern is that the little businesses like private enterprises, it's going to shut them down. Yeah. And what is going to happen is that it's going to...
They've started shutting down already. I have friends who've packed up business.
It's not going to get no better. Let's understand that. I hate when people say it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's not going to get no better. Because drive all these people away, How do you want them to come back and start investing, please? So I
Because
think
Hey,
if we're going
if
about
you're telling us you have 5 jobs, eh?
if we're going to
Hey,
go with
are you
this
taking it?
international market rates or world the price across the world, so we're saying that very soon we'll be buying petrol. Ideally, Nigerians should be paying over 1,000 naira for petrol because in the UK it's over £1. So and the pound is what over 1,000 naira. So Nigerians should be buckling up to pay 1,500 naira. The country would sink in a matter of days. That's not going to happen. On what salary? 30,000 30,000 a month, and you want to sell petrol to them at 1,500. It's just it doesn't measure up. And in the UK, in the US, in Canada, people need petrol to drive their cars on Saturdays and Sundays. Maybe you guys drive more in Canada and the US. In
Is
the
it only
UK,
Saturday or Sunday you drive in UK or what?
yeah, that's when most people drive because the public transport system is really good in the UK.
US and Canada is every day.
My
That's what I'm
brother,
saying.
every day,
That,
they don't get transport. Now, motor they drive.
that is what I'm saying. I'm aware of this. It's not I mentioned it that you guys drive more in Canada and in the US. In the UK, the public transport system is really good. So people drive mostly. Even let's even say you drive Monday to Sunday in the Canada and the US that you are. Sorry, do you have a generator at home that you use to power your fridge? You don't. Does your barber use generator? No, they don't. Does your tailor use generator? No, they don't. You understand? When your wife goes to the salon, no generator business. Nigeria relies heavily on petrol. It affects literally everything people do.
I said that already.
So we literally cannot compare the two. If you want to compare it, let's bring the minimum wage into it as well.
Yeah,
bro. Like the one Rudolph was saying, right? Why the increment, the price of crude oil actually went down. Rudolph, what is going on is actually that exchange rate. Naira is falling. To me, I still repeat, President Tinubu should go back and subsidize this petroleum for now. That's my final answer. Leave it at 500 and subsidize this for now. Invest in infrastructure, increase the capacity of our electricity. Start building road, create more jobs. Later, you if you want to pull it out, you pull it out. Nigeria can't. They can't. The poverty is too much. People don't have what to eat. We are talking of the poverty is just too much. More than 50% of Nigeria cannot even afford. They struggle to eat. We are talking of if we allow this thing to float, this naira and this petrol you are seeing, trust me, very soon. We'll come back here.
Speak up. So
We'll come back here.
we should not allow it to flow. What do we go do?
I like to think.
What do we do that? Flow allowance.
This thing, Nigeria,
you have a solution for us.
Do you know one thing? Do you know one thing? Sometimes for example, my brother have shops in Computer Village, all right. So so it's missed. So we are talking about say Tinubu the best with the guy Bello that place. But right now, as someone sent me a picture, stay out on top of Ikeja overhead bridge. I'm taking a picture of people walking. If we see nobody's driving anymore, everybody's walking with leg. Everybody moving from there to Agege to Oshodi with leg. Nobody's no motor.
It's good. It's good exercise. They will lose weight.
So,
they will lose weight. There will be less CO2 emission.
You know, be better person.
They are my brother in neck. Don't they go inside? They go inside. They are not waka. They from Ikeja. They see the money.
But how long are they gonna do that?
Yeah, even though the guy see the money to enter, no motor. You go from Ikeja or to go to Airport Road.
Bicycles.
Airport Road. Okay.
My brother.
But as long as people can bear it,
it's bad. It's bad.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry now. So if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It's crazy.
Just imagine you remove subsidy, you want to give 12 million Nigeria family $10. What?
They are not doing that anymore now. They said they're going to give them grains to plant. They've cancelled the 10. But I'm not joking. They've cancelled the 8,000.
Wait. How they want plan the thing? The food basket of the nation with
Benue.
They cannot
plant it in your living room now.
They plant two states that they cannot to farm. So where would they plant it? They have population of people in Benue are all in IDP camp for over 6-7 years now. I don't even know, man.
Like someone is saying in the comment section, you remove subsidy, but you're increasing government pension. They're suggesting and recommending that the president and governor and everybody should be getting 114% increment. You're buying bulletproof cars for Senate president and all these people. And I know Nigeria will say they need to be secured. No, they don't need to be secured. When the people are literally dying and you're buying bulletproof cars, you're allocating 40 billion. What happened to the cars that the last people drove? What happened to them? Every 4 years, you're buying these cars, but you tell us we're broke. We can't subsidize fuel for you. But we have to buy cars every 4 years. Furniture allowance, this one allowance. There's money to do everything they need to do, apart from the one that benefits the people. Why is that? That's the question we should be asking. 70 billion to a few people. Why? But the rest of us should suffer. No, these are the questions people need to ask. And genuinely, you can't tell me you can't afford subsidy if you can afford all these other excesses. I mean, what's this former Ogun State governor? Because he's now a senator, he said he would forgo his pension. Why are people collecting pension as ex-governors and dying in the Senate, being in the Senate for 10 cycles, and you're still collecting benefits, humongous pension as a former governor, but we don't have money to subsidize? No, it's your priorities that are wrong. They can actually subsidize even with the stealing and the smuggling. They should keep paying it, and they should make cuts. I mean, the government is bloated. The government is too big. You can afford to pay everything for yourselves, but when it comes to the people, we can't afford it. Who is fooling who now?
The unfortunate thing is really that Tinubu has an opportunity to set an example. People are willing. People are actually good. When they didn't complain when they removed the subsidy, I knew that people will want something, so they are willing to pay a price for something to change. But if the people who are running the country are not even willing, they don't care. I don't think they hear people on the street. Sometimes I had a friend who was in the other government, and we exchanged text messages. I would say to him, look, you guys are not talking to people, ordinary people. He said, oh, they set up this kind of what they call it in America. They set up a kind of a group of people that they think that we tell them what's going on. And I said, who are the people in your network? I said, you talk to people in the media. This guy is in the media, and he was speaking for one of the government officials in Nigeria at that time, under Buhari. And I said, who do you have in your team that is telling you what's going on? And he said he won't tell me the name. I said, do you have this person there? He said, no. Do you have this person there? Obviously, you don't have me. You don't have people who will tell you the truth. You have people who will just basically tell you what you want to hear. I said, if you want, don't call me. Don't call me. Call this person. Call this person. Ask them what is going on. How do people feel about our government? I don't know why the people around Tinubu have not talked to people and say, what do you people feel about what we're doing, the direction we're going? Or they don't care. I don't know what's going on. Or that they pass it on to the people that make decisions, they ignore it. I don't know. Because Tinubu could easily say, don't pay me. These are simple steps he could take that won't cost him anything. Don't pay me. I'm not going to be paid. My wife is not going to be paid. We have enough. The people will begin to feel, okay, maybe these people care about us and they are willing to make sacrifices. Simple things they could do, but they're not doing it, which tells you that, either they don't care or they've checked out. But don't be surprised that in the next few days they may come up with something that will, because I don't think even the international friends they have won't be telling them to continue in this path that they are following.
I say, hold on.
Okay, since you are quiet, go and follow, subscribe, and share.
It's crazy.
Okay.
You are joining from Dr. Damage's channel. Let's go to On Our Politics. Subscribe and you join us. We talk to Dr. Damage. I free. The next 2 minutes you will begin charge $5 to answer question.
Ah, not too long ago, someone said on this.
We take later.
So,
The next 10
some
minutes.
someone said on this platform about 10 minutes ago that maybe with this hardship and all these things, forex, people will start to buy local goods. I think someone said it in jest, but it's a good thing. So why wouldn't the government show example? So number one, I disagree that we should buy cars for our lawmakers. But even if you want to buy cars for them, there are locally made cars in Nigeria, and I'm not talking just innocent. There's another one that I can't remember the name. I saw it earlier today that someone posted it. Why are you not even buying locally made cars? That you are carrying our money to Japan every 4 years. You're buying Toyota every 4 years. You are spending billions and improving the Japanese economy. At some point, even if you want to buy cars for them, shouldn't you say, okay, from the next 4 years, we would buy only local cars? Maybe that would encourage other, people to make cars, even the ones we have. You're not patronizing, and you lead by example. You show the people to say, we used to buy Toyota, but because of the hardship, even we've cut down. We're not buying Innocent, assuming it's cheaper. I like to believe it will be cheaper, but they won't buy Innocent because there'll be transparency. It will be easy to know how much they paid for each car. And you keep telling us you're buying Toyota. I told you guys, I'm not sure why I said it. There are some lawmakers that don't even want the Land Cruiser they give them. They will collect the money and add to it. Well, that's what they claim, and buy a much bigger car. And they build it because it's brand new car, so you can add whatever and add different features. For some lawmakers, it's beneath them. A car that costs over 100 million naira each is beneath them. These are the people we're dealing with, and you're telling the man that is collecting 50K to manage, but you, on your bloated salary, you are the second highest paid lawmaker in the world, and you're adding to it. And the man that is on 50K is the one that should sacrifice. Like Rudolph said, if you show us that you are genuinely and sincerely making sacrifices, Nigerians are reasonable people. They'll meet you halfway. But you don't want to, no, don't touch my own. This my tens of millions, hundreds of millions. It has to be intact, otherwise I can't function. See that your 50K, make sacrifice. I mean, even the devil will be thinking, who are these people? Why are they so wicked?
Papa Wale.
Okay, guys, make I dey run. Say I get small picking for house.
All right.
It's 1:30 a.m. Mr.
Doctor, is it the one?
Huh? No.
Is it the one?
No.
Your granddaughter or grandson?
No. I'm just kidding. But
I think is it the new one?
Thank you very much.
All right, Rudolph, take care. Nice
All
talking to you.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
All right, take care.
I don't bust to Nigeria to one corner. Person where they look for 2 million military. Only one person born out because I dey fear. No fit talk again.
No.
Even,
My problem is we good. If they increase number of military, is good. But the issue that my mind is the welfare. If you're not among those military guys, you will not be saying increase because if you know Oshodi very well, from Oshodi to Shebule to Ladipo, all the Okada guys that place, they are all Air Force guys and the Army guys. As it is right now, if you want to get Okada from like Express, they banned Okada in Express. All right, people that apply that rule now, Okada is the military guys because the police cannot stop them or the VIO will stop anybody will stop them. So my problem is the welfare. It's not a matter of increase. If you
I listened to you guys. Was it yesterday you guys discussed it and it was like a heated argument? I was listening. I was just laughing.
My problem is, but I have two friends. I have this grandma here. All right, the son right now is from my place. The son is in Boko Haram fighting. The woman was crying the other day. You know what's making her to cry? He was expecting his son to come back last month. All right, they were celebrating. Oh, he survived. All right, now they have to repost the guy again. He's not coming back. The woman here crying. You understand my point? The woman here crying. All right, not that the daughter here is still sending money to the guy. Fighting for Nigeria. They are from here sending money to him there for him to eat. You know my point. My point is not just recruit. Even 200,000 is not enough for those guys fighting there, man. 200 is not enough. You know, that's
Shebi,
how
I posted
you
it the day. Okay, the day you guys were discussing it, I posted it. I did a quick check on Google. Of
look at
course, it might
here
not be
now.
100%
You are
accurate.
all in the United States here. You know how it work. People like if you are in the military, Nigerians comes here and join the military. Even with their PhD, with them, they come here if you are the age. They join the military and serve for 5 years. Why they join the military? Is it the fun of it? No, because when
The
you are here,
average,
you know
because I know,
you know the benefit you are getting. You know the benefit. You understand my point?
forget US is far now. They will say US is far. Don't compare. Because I know too, Nigeria mentioned Egypt, and he rolled out the number of military guys they have. But I did a quick check. The average military soldier in Egypt is paid about $500 a month, whereas the average in Nigeria is about $80. How can you compare the two? One is more attractive, and if you go back to the US, they will say, "Oh, I'm from a family of military." They will say the grandfather was a military, the son was a military, the grandson is a military, because it's attractive. It's attractive to them.
No,
It's
no,
not
short
always,
of manners being attractive. If you're in the military right now, right? Everything you are doing is now discount. When you go and buy a car, because you're
that's why I said it's
discount.
attractive.
You
That's what
want
I
to
mean
buy
by
a house,
attractive.
they have VA loan.
So when
Because
when
you're
I
the
say
military, you
attractive,
have
I'm talking
special
about the
grant.
benefits. That
Benefit,
that's that that's what I mean by attractive. That there are perks to it. I told you I was on Rudolph show. Police officers that died during duty, they paid their families recently. How much was it? Was it 50,000 or 80,000? Some stupid money. They give their families maybe 100,000. I can't remember. Some ridiculous amount. That's what they give their families of people who died in the line of duty. So the son of that man that his papa died and they paid them 100K. Would you tell that boy to go and join? Would he agree?
yeah. No. Too much I was saying the other day. People are begging to join the military. I say who? Anybody that's begging to join the military, that person, you have no work. Or it's a thief. Nobody, as Nigerian military is, nobody will like, let me go and join just
Especially
they
if,
don't join Nigerian
especially
military as anymore.
Uzo,
Huh?
especially if you know that the country is not broke to the point that they can pay you. You know that this country get money enough to pay me. Some people are stealing it. If the country was broke, like broke, everybody knows we broke. You can join the military and say, okay, we know there's no money, everybody is struggling. Even the president is not getting paid much. But you see all the senator, everybody living large. You won't join because you know the money is there. I give the example of Celestine Babayaro. The guy retired from playing for Super Eagles quite early because then he was playing for Chelsea in England. And every time they go and play African qualifiers, those days, go and play Zambia, go and play, they'll fly,
You broke
which
leg,
they still do till today. The guy said he was using his own personal money to fly to go and play for Super Eagles. He said if Nigeria was broke, that they couldn't afford it, it's fine. He said, but the money is allocated. Somebody somewhere is taking it. And I'm using my own money to fly to go and play for Super Eagles. And the guy said, I'm not doing anymore. Are you going to say it's not patriotic?
my brother.
He said,
Even when,
somebody is stealing my money.
yeah, no matter Tim Naja is talking about encrypt. I was looking Brent Jota. You know this guy, Brent Jota, the
Oh,
comedian
yeah, the
guy.
comedian. Yeah.
He's using army escort. I was like, what the hell? I saw some man guiding him. I said, what the hell? I'll be complaining that we don't have enough men to
Army
fight.
for sale. Yeah.
Eh? I just imagine.
Even Chef Dami wanted to get army to be protecting a person whenever Kukua minutes. We don't talk say I don't have enough money for army.
Man, Nigeria have a long way to go. We don't have to pray for Nigeria to be good,
Pray,
If not,
no, if you elect bad leaders, you don't start praying. You can't elect bad leaders and start praying that they will function. No, it doesn't work like that. No country in this world got to where they got to by praying. So prayer won't take us there. I pray myself.
I saw there's a picture that was circulated the time of Palestine and Israel was fighting.
Mm.
There's an Israeli woman kneeling down with the Bible and with machine gun in the other hand.
No, that's where they work.
Now Nigeria will say, pray. Look at this is a holy land. The lady is defending his own country with one gun on one hand, Bible in the other hand. You understand my point? So my own thing is,
as long as we can afford to pay them well, I agree we should increase the number. But the last thing you want is to increase the number, give them guns, and make them hungry. You can't put guns in the hands of hungry men. It's dangerous. That is my own worry. We increase the size, we double it, we quadruple the size, and you start owing them salary because somebody in Abuja is stealing the money, and these guys have guns. It is the citizens that will bear the brunt of it. What the police are doing with these checkpoints, the military will start doing it as well.
They are
If
doing
you
it
don't pay
already
them,
now.
exactly.
If you are traveling, immediately you cross Ore, all right?
Mm,
Going down to the
mhm,
east.
mm.
Now that's what you see. It's military
So,
police, military
so
police,
military also now collecting
all
money
the
on the
way
road.
to the east.
Is that what we want?
That's not what we want, though. Not what you see, you know. So that is not Nigeria
The
is in
country is
trouble
not.
because even though you have the
No.
ammunition, look at the issues that I was saying this into that day when we bought Nigeria order from Techno Jet, or some my point. Yeah, you know
Mm,
how many years it takes for that Techno Jet to come. Do you know what it takes for them to release it and give you and tell you how to use it? Something about
mm.
your money, they will say, okay, you have to use it. The reason why is that Nigeria do not trust the military. You see my point? They don't trust the military. In Nigeria, a typical Igbo guy will tell you if you leave Roskalaje to Buhari and leave him, you come and use it and bomb those cities. All right? They will do everything to stop it. I know what we the starters do to stop men. And this, without, if not that, like they say, okay, you can only use it in you want to use it for Boko Haram, Abi, use it on the only and this is use it only the northwest. Don't use it more than the northwest. So what is that thing doing there? If okay, so now the issue is this: Nigeria doesn't trust. Military have to win that trust back. I remember I was saying it here one day from my place. Anybody going to the military or police, they kill chicken, kill goats, celebrate them. Any day he finish and come back, they will kill another chicken or goat again to tell you welcome. He have gone. He a hero. He have gone and come back. But right now, I can't even find one person. The two guys in my place that all resigned. I don't even point one person that is into the military in my place. That's not my point. Everybody join military, they will say no. Even give them free form I enter. They'll tell you no. All right, they are not going. He wants me to go and die. That is it. All right. So in the south, mention one person from your village that is into the military in the south. Yeah, that's why he did not dominating the military because the Southerners are not ready to join the military. When you say recruitment in police, look at recruitment in police. In every 100 people, Satana is only like 5, like 1% or 2%. In military, the same thing. In every 100 military guys that are into boot camp, you can only find 2 or 3 Satanas there because they're not ready anymore. You know, they're better off, because who's out, they want to do something they benefit from. So until the military starts having that trust again from the people, all right, without everything collateral damage, they will come down and lay a whole village, finish it. He say collateral damage, Is even Air Force? I was telling Air Force bomb army troop in in Northwest. They said they think that they are insurgents. I said, what? Air Force? These guys supposed to be working hand to hand. Today we are saying it. They're not working hand to hand. The Air Force, Navy, they're not working hand to hand. They are conducting different operation. The civil defense, they are conducting different operation. So that's why if they sell each other, like they have to before you have to win the war against insurgents in Nigeria. The three Air Force, police, Navy, so the 4 of them should come together and form one front line. Or if not, they can't win it because they are trying to the Air Force try to win. The other people are jeopardizing your efforts. So it's very hard to win. So either I will travel in Nigeria, no. Either I'm going. If I'm going back anywhere, it's going to be difficult. Don't tell you that it's very difficult. Very difficult, man.
So, Ovie, with this ministerial list, apart from El Rufai that you said is for power, do you know any other person that's been linked to any particular portfolio?
Not really, man.
But it's just El Rufai is most likely gonna get power.
Wale Edun.
Okay.
Wale Edun, finance.
So finance, okay. I mean that's sort of expected. Yeah, that's not a surprise. One can only hope that they do well because if they do well, Nigerians will benefit. But like I said, I don't see this government as one that is out to make the lives of people better. I hope they disappoint me, because that means Nigerians will be the winners. But this ones, they just seem like a group of people who come to just, it's our turn. Because campaign is different from governance. I think they enjoy the campaign more than governance.
No, you think so?
Tinubu was having fun during campaign. He was talking a lot more. He didn't have to debate, but he was talking at the campaign ground. He was, throwing jabs, dancing. Washio and they was there. They were grooving.
As for him, he has done his job already. The job is to make sure he win the election. That's it. From now on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now.
So even the next election self, it's not about him. If he say no contest self, if he's there around. So
I won't be surprised if he doesn't run.
They'll just wake up every morning. They'll tell and say, okay, this is what you are going to say, this is what you are going to read, this there you go. That's it. That's what it does now.
Interesting.
So that's why the people around him matters a lot.
Yep. FFK have gone very quiet. they don't shock up.
Yeah, maybe he never clear so he go get anything yet. So.
He name no shoe. I think they just saw him as a very useful tool because it's someone like that. It's dangerous having him on the outside. So I think they thought, what, let's have him on the inside, let him cause trouble for our opponents, and once we're done, we'll abandon him.
Maybe he'll go contest for governor. Which state is he from?
He's from Osun State now. I think he's an Ife guy. He's from Ife. So that's Osun State.
If he can be loyal enough to Tinubu can
install him in Osun.
Yes, now maybe, I don't know.
I don't think he's someone that they would trust. Because that guy with power, he go worse past military.
Where is that coming from?
Someone is watching TV.
Is
it Uzo?
Not tonight, yeah. I think he's here. Yeah, Uzo.
You sure say Nigeria will get TV for house? No be based on affordability, but just look at somebody that will be like, their news is rubbish. I don't watch BBC. I don't watch ITV. I don't watch any of them. It's propaganda. They hate us. Except you, Tuna doesn't like somebody that will just strictly watch maybe Netflix or like doesn't watch any terrestrial TV at home. Or maybe Al Jazeera. Sit down and watch Al Jazeera from morning till night.
They will listen to African American channels and military.
I don't think. Oh yeah, in terms of okay. Because when you said African American, I was thinking of the ratchet, this.
No, it does. Those with the Pan African is. Those we won't
come okay.
Stuff, all those channels.
Okay,
just
no, that's the next big thing, right? That's the ministerialist is the next big thing that will
of course
that will rattle everybody up again.
And it will take. I'm sure it won't take time for the Senate to pass everybody.
Nah, 45 minutes for all of them.
Yes, no. You see Akpabio today now go Senate. He released the video on Twitter. Just it reminded me of Yaya Bello. When Yaya Bello drop video like send a music video. So Akpabio dropped something like that today on his Twitter account. He went to Senate. Everything almost like slow motion with 4 people. SSS or bodyguards running with the car as they drive, International Assembly, people they run by the side of the car in suit, they come down, everything, like proper video. Where people have been criticizing the filler, the cap he was wearing, the insignia, the Tinubu insignia, the typical Tinubu hat, that symbol, he had it on his hat as well. So people are saying, he's even telling us it's going to be a rubber stamp. We're not saying he's not your guy, but the fact that you're wearing that is almost telling us.
You don't join the inner caucus with that.
You understand?
What do you think is Instead of go the he go on to the warm himself to be vice president now. After if he's going back to the north.
Yeah,
That's what it's gonna be. So he has to be loyal. If he needs
he
to
has to
go
be
back,
loyal.
he has to be loyal. So everything goes.
And I mean, if there's anything like a rerun, Kwabi will be the president, won't he? Will be the standing president. So that's why Tinubu fought to, not why, maybe one of the reasons why he fought tooth and nail to make sure that he has someone he can trust. At least if he goes to a rerun, the Senate president would step in as president and preside over the affairs. Interesting time ahead for Nigerians.
It is.
I hope it gets better. I hope it gets better for the people because the kind of suffer when Nigerians they suffer. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I don't know what that one mean. What did we hope? The one did the same thing that Tinubu is selling.
renewed hope. No, I hope 93 made a deal. Don't be renewed hope.
Oh, nah, dead on arrival with that. That one no reach destination. No.
You reach their bottom. You reach 9 months.
No reach with that. And he said, if that is the case, Bola Tinubu don't reach now. So if we don't see anything.
Well, I mean, what can I say? I've refused to pray for the situation. I'm not praying for it. So I can only hope or I wish. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but I just wish things get better for the masses. It's tough. When you speak to people, it's really tough. One of my friends said, the cheapest Okada trip in Ibadan was 50 naira. Like, say you were going from here to that place, the cheapest was 50 naira. But now there's nothing like that anymore.
I can't, that's what I like Ibadan anyway. Now only
Ibadan.
Those kind of cheap.
Our life no cost for Ibadan. If you get more change, you do all right. when they talk about house prices of Lagos, we just the wonder for Ibadan. Say, that place is only 1 hour away from us. Everything can't be like this.
Yeah, Ibadan cheap, man.
When I was growing up, when I was growing up, civil servants in Ibadan would be waking up at 7 o'clock, 7:15, waking up. And they tell us, say, for Lagos, they wake up for 3, then they come out house for 4. Yeah. They wonder, say, sorry, why? 4 o'clock, nobody in Ibadan knows what it looks like outside at 4 a.m. We're never awake to do what? They rush to anywhere. Ibadan calm. So
yeah, but one of the cheapest places I ever live.
Yep. Even till now, until this subsidy come out, the cheapest Okada ride was 50 naira. So my friend said the cheapest any Okada, anything now is 100. It's doubled. No, nothing for 50 naira anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So even when they told me, I was like, 50 naira Okada day, but I said, yes, no. Well, if you didn't day. This one is day.
I don't see any people when a corrupt elite they run government of plutocracy go for the poor. That's now only them there. Now money now they are all none of them. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not less than 1% actually got into that power position cheap.
Right? It's not cheap. Politics is not cheap now.
Millions and billions. So you can't say they care about those contributions did not come from the poor. It come from individuals or them.
Now people fund them now. Now people they fund them. So you give them their return with interest.
So that's why I don't see any. I don't see, and it's very obvious. All the she said it's going to run an open
government.
Open market economy. I mean free market economy. Sorry. Me and you, the poor people don't have money to even invest now. Even to invest for the normal grocery store for your street, they don't have it.
Yeah. Right? No person we don't shop go say one invest.
Even to start a salon business, you don't have it to even start those normal petty. So now only them get the money to actually invest in the economy that is going to emerge. And those people go run now for profit's sake. They don't sell. So I don't really see anything
changing.
So, but I think they will spread the ministerial in a way that That would count people. Now when I make count people now, before you know, some people would say, "Oh, now my brother, now my uncle."
Don't put this one. That class of 99 we go. That will have been a lot of lobbying now.
Yeah. So when you begin to hear sentiments like that, they come out from the ordinary people. We will give them a chance. Now from town president, this is the first time from my people don't get a minister. We will see, before 1 year, 2 years. Now politics, heavy politics don't start again without
That's true.
good election. So I don't know. I don't see anything, but I don't know. Instead, I wait the degree how the economy go bad reach or how the people go. Are the people just going to adjust, as usual, and just
That's what I said. That Nigerians would adjust for them. I think was it Ify and someone that told me that this is different. I said, okay, I stand to be corrected, but the Nigerian that I know, Nigerians, we know how to adjust now. Because what I told Ify and who else was it? It was on your platform tonight too. I told them, I said, okay, the petrol price went from 190 to 550 on the 29th of May, or at least on the 1st of June. For 2 months, nothing changed. Nobody said anything. People said stuff, but they've carried on. They've adjusted. Now you are saying people will now revolt because it's gone from 550 to 600. That's £100, 100 naira jump now. People that manage from 190 to 550, they managed. They carried on. You now say they will now cause wahala because it's gone from 500 to 600. No, I think people will just adjust. Prices will go up. They will increase salary, maybe 70,000. They will say we've doubled. In fact, the way they'll say we've doubled it, more than double. We go from 60 to 70. Inflation will happen. There'll be worthless money floating about. The cycle continues.
Hey, I just spoke with the president. Said from tomorrow, why is now free, man? Tell you guys should not worry.
From tomorrow, what will happen from tomorrow?
It's zero. You don't have to pay for anything. Just go to gas station, collect fuel, and start driving.
Thank you.
Mama, they tell me, my mama say anything is nothing.
Thank you, Minister EYU, Minister for Enjoyment.
I don't carry anything.
So which portfolio are they giving to Erufai?
It's in the power.
It's a rumor, but
power now. We will get electricity.
I'm not sure yet, but this is what is coming up. Power.
Erufai. Okay, just add this question off and on. If they give them, do you have any benefit any portfolio give Erufai?
Erufai can fit in any portfolio.
No, because
Erufai is good. Erufai is good. It can fit in anywhere.
You know why? We know why power. Everybody is going to be on power because power now not be like before again, right? They don't come out for exclusive list, so they don't privatize and pretty much. So a lot of people have invested.
No, Erufai will deliver anywhere.
No, okay. You mean now if I'm able to get at least 5,000 meg to my community now, I can connect and transmit and pay for online.
Now you go to big your community go to pay there.
5,000 kini.
5,000 only you. How many Nigeria they generate?
It's just like pretty much just asking a question.
You
as an example. If you go invest, go generate.
For real, it's something achievable. It's not a rocket science. Though.
Do you know the cost? Do you know how much it's going to cost you to get 5,000 megawatt?
It depends how the process they want to get it, my brother.
This is my funny.
How much Nigeria they generate? How much that?
On a job.
That's a good question.
How many Nigeria as a country they generate?
That's a
for the whole country because of your community. You won't spoil the fridge. Your people go even complain, say, this light no they go. You won't spoil our television.
But look at it. Like they're generating nothing. They're just like they're generating nothing.
I just like whoever go there, I want to see where I go make and work.
I want to make we do it like Iran, like the Iranian guys I work with. Iranian guys I work with, all right. They generate power on themselves. They sell. They collect their money.
And Erufai has a presidential ambition. So
of course.
You understand? So is he going to perform so that he go use that campaign, or
Would it matter?
so he go use that make money, so he go use the money campaign? Either way, right? Either way, how is he go to which one he go use go get to the go?
Come on, say something. Ovie.
Yes.
Looking at Aerofine, 8 years performance in Kaduna, where did he perform better? That it's okay. Maybe if he come national, he can do more better.
I think he did very well, according to people.
In what sector? Like there's a sector is that he is doing. Is it?
In the southern Kaduna sector.
Eh?
In the southern Kaduna sector.
He built a lot of industries. He
did very well in infrastructure.
He did very well infrastructure. No, the guy performed. Overall.
Aerofine always deliver now.
No, what I mean, when you guys say you do infrastructures, that means he be good in
what?
What is this?
Cottage factories, cottage companies now in Kaduna.
Aerofine is very good, but minister.
No, what I mean,
it's better to choose somebody from the south for Minister of Works.
What is Fashola holding? Minister of Works now?
It works. That's what I said.
Yeah, if he's doing infrastructure, why put him in Minister of Power?
They give him 2 portfolios at first time: power and housing.
Housing, yeah. Make the give him body. Then body to do well for Lagos. To build bridge and flyover.
All our southern minister, all of them no perform. Tony Anene was one of them. You know,
what of all the super ministers that Tinubu gave to Buhari? Are they not coming back under their godfather's regime?
We'll see now. You know, say it be like pregnancy. You know if you had that for too long.
because through campaign we had that Tinubu do this. His super ministers that he gave to Buhari, would they come and help him in his own regime?
Who is that?
I mean, someone like Fashola now, his super ministers now. The super ministers.
I think, I don't. Fashola might be a member of the cabinet. Fashola might be there, but the super ministers, Fashola and Amechi. Amechi is definitely not going to appear anywhere.
Amechi
don't run. Amechi don't pick race in time. Now, one stone now. The guy said we stone them very soon.
Wike dealt with Amechi now.
Wike had the career.
Guy, Manos Wike, Amechi don't full pocket. That guy don't really blow. Hey.
So money is one thing. Power
before he pick rates.
You know, power is power.
CCTV camera. You know the amount want to put a CCTV camera in the.
That's fine. He has money, but power is power.
Is there more that guy put it?
Amechi going for VP position.
Amechi, I hear you, Uzo. Amechi is still not the richest man in Nigeria. He get money, no doubt. Power is power.
He finished Nigeria.
Amechi is not.
But you don't get power.
One of the richest man in Rivers State. What are you
talking about? No. I know. I'm just saying because Uzo say he get money, and I'm not saying he hasn't stolen money.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is power remains power. You can have all the money in this world. Power, there's no substitute.
There is no substitute to power is power.
No, what I mean, the guy is silent now before they go stone him because the guy see it coming. He was saying if we don't take time, they auto stoning us one day.
He's still member of the ruling party now.
Which side?
Now,
Which member?
Because they forget saying now, all these guys in the next 8 years, now then will be the people who won't be vice presidents, get better position, rules. So
it depends on what happened between now and then.
After he run marathon, finish for stadium. Wait, back up. After he run marathon, finish, it's not by running. It's by brain.
It's too slow. Jagaban is faster.
Amechi does not know anything in politics.
Wait, did I ask you? After he run marathon, it's not by run, it's by brain. Then he released songs. He released songs recently with the family, Abi.
That's right. The guy really tried. He give it
after that, what does he do anymore? Nothing again. He went. The guy.
Yeah, we can finish second now.
Tinubu tell and say it's not by running. It's by brain, you know. You can't just run.
Kwankoso is another minister we should be looking at for. He's gonna be in the cabinet.
I think Kwankoso would probably send someone. I think he would nominate.
No,
I think Kwankoso feels it's probably bigger than that.
he
I might be
will.
wrong.
He will take.
I think he will probably nominate someone.
That's what I expect.
I'll be surprised if he takes the ministerial position. I feel like he's.
No, he won't. If he tells you he's disappointed everybody, man, he will not.
I would expect him to nominate one of his.
He cannot.
guys.
He cannot take ministerial position, man. He's too big for that now. Hey,
Is it too big for that?
only dog that can vomit and eat it back now. You know, that's my point.
Why is it too big? How?
He has served as a minister, served as the defense minister, contest for presidential, come back as a minister again now.
It's not everything.
How do Ogbe? Do you know how many times he was minister?
No, somebody have served as defense minister, served as governor, served as a contest for presidency. You are coming back to be a minister again, of what manner?
Hey man.
Person we rubbish us. We say our party in Andrews liver salt. Say you know if you do our deputy. Say we go fizzle out. Kwankoso a big man.
Right now, Kwankoso is Kanu. Kanu is Kwankoso.
If Kwankoso has joined forces with Peter Obi, it would have been a game changer.
With Peter Obi?
I don't know.
It can't.
No, it would have been a game changer.
They will have changed the rigging pattern now. No be your opponent go determine how you go play.
No. It would have been a game changer.
I agree. But if you get opponents, see, if you want to play Shooting Stars or El Kaneme Warriors, you guys will go prepare. If you want to play Man City, you guys will go prepare. Once they know that they are...
we are saying, Kwankoso feel that if you get a Peter Obi, he cannot run under him.
No, what I'm saying is even if they combine APC and Mahmoud Yakub and everybody, their taxes were different.
But the truth is...
the game will change, Abi.
Yes, now.
It depends if you want blast in a different formation. If you
Yes,
want
no.
a different formation, Abi.
The truth
Yes,
is
no.
Kwankoso and Peter Obi.
Peter Obi.
Therefore, no few work together, no lie you. I think what one other person Peter Obi could have give a try was El-Rufai.
I don't think that will work. I think even Peter Obi and Kwankoso will be better than El-Rufai.
No, what would have happened?
No, El-Rufai will work. El-Rufai would have, if he's sure that they're gonna win, he can.
No.
But
See,
Kwankoso felt it was big. Kwankoso no, he's not gonna be vice president.
why? Atiku and Tinubu would have found a way to work together. If
Bobo.
Obi and Kwankoso come together, those two old men would have found a way to work together. They cannot.
No. Atiku will not work with anybody.
You don't understand. These people are coming. They come a long way. They cannot afford to lose out. The two of them like that. This final stage.
Forget that thing. Atiku was interested in power, man.
That's what I'm saying. They will find a way to work. These guys, they don't think they will.
No, but today Atiku and Tinubu don't they work together now?
Yeah,
I
they'll find a way to work
know,
together.
but see.
Not that they'll be on one ticket too. That's not what I'm saying.
But they will find a way
They will not be on one ticket.
to present one of them.
Honestly, if not Atiku was just greedy, he could have just stepped down and let Peter Obi just give support to Peter Obi.
Who?
Atiku Bobo.
You don't see how it's going on. It's wicked that finished the whole thing. Atiku was ready to give up for the South.
I beg you, leave story. That one a story.
These two.
No, it's not matter of story because they throw it open. No, listen, it's not matter. If it's a story, when people say this on the present, they could have denied it. You understand my point?
Yeah, because what Atiku camp said was that Atiku was willing to step down if he was going to Southeast. But if you're saying South, then Atiku was like, no, that's not good enough.
You can't zone presidential ticket to just a particular region. No.
So that's why Atiku said I will contest. If you're not going to give it to Southeast, then let's just make it open.
He don't contest now. He don't lose.
Yeah, that's what you are saying now. It's wicked that said no. Leave it open. So everyone free to fight.
You gotta leave it open. You gotta ticket in Nigeria is between north and south. What wicked no. What will happen is this: they zero to the south. The south will put here together and say, okay, who do we zone it to? Yeah.
Well, like giving it to Obi now.
They give it to Sati. That is Peter Obi. The Wike know that he's coming that way, so we can say no. So make Peter Obi. Everybody come out and run. So
No,
that's
if,
article.
if,
So okay,
if,
let's
if,
all run.
if you open up the ticket for South, Wike would have come out victorious, right?
He wouldn't have.
No, he
wouldn't have, because
have.
Atiku will have supported Obi.
Yeah, because Jonathan have already ruled.
Atiku will have given. Atiku wouldn't work with Wike. Atiku will have given his northern support.
To
all the PDP northern support to Obi.
Jonathan have already ruled for 6 years.
Bro,
he won't go there.
Bro,
Yes.
let me tell you this. Wike was even supposed to defeat Atiku, if not governor of Sokoto State.
Tabua.
Now wait go happen with that still now.
Nobody can be that.
They showed him. So what I'm saying is all the support Atiku got, all the money, everything that they did for Atiku to get this ticket, they would have given it to Peter Obi. Because those guys, they don't feel trust Wike. You go give power to Wike.
You don't even understand politics. They work. Wike was holding the structure of PDP.
It no matter. He was holding it, but if Wike contest again, he go lose. Why you don't win the ticket?
Again, because now it's unpopular.
How come he lost presidential ticket?
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't he win?
After all he did for Tabua,
you know what his girlfriend. If you are going to say that means everything now.
I'm not taking away what Wike did, though. Wike a loyal PDP guy. He held it down.
But at a point, he controlled it. So that was at the beginning when the Atiku traveled to go live in Dubai and the APC just come to power. Yes, he was in charge. But as soon as John would mature, a guy just come back from
2019 now. Wike was one that sponsored Tab 2019 against Atiku now.
He beat him twice now. Atiku beat him twice. The first one for Port Harcourt.
All these guys, they know they follow politics.
Remember.
What I mean is that
hold on, Wike team up with Tambawa as a running mate.
2019
primary, yes, for that primaries, Atiku come and beat them for their house.
Oh, for Port Harcourt, Abi?
Yes.
Yeah.
And if not that enough for UK, we can still go ahead pumping money to Sokoto.
Yes.
Buy him everything impossible, like a girlfriend. End of the day, the guy come out, come finish him. Wike was saying he wanted to, if not God, he wanted to scatter the whole thing that very day. Have you seen that interview? That if not, he wanted to destroy everything that very day.
Of course. You have to understand that Wike, honestly, like AY said, Wike held it down for PDP for a while. Even when all these people vex go APC, when they go support Buhari for 2015, he stayed. All this hierarchy, all of them leave. He stayed. So that was why he felt entitled. But the fact, say you strong, say you be, no mean say you be presidential material. They don't see you as such. They can't even trust you with power because they don't say you be Agbe. You feel enter presidency now, come they scatter everything. Go. So they just feel like, you see, you are good at what you are good at. It doesn't mean that we see you as a president. That was what happened.
Why is Ayo? Wait, Ovie. I want to ask somebody. Why is Ayo?
Ayo not retired. Ayo na old man now.
Is that this like the guy is forgetting.
Who?
Ayu.
Oh, Ayu. Oh, I thought you said Ayo. Oh, are you?
I mean, after the whole the guy is finally almost forgotten.
Now, old guy now, you don't get paid. Don't collect like 15.
No, the guy cash out too. He cash out.
He don't cash out now.
You know, see as Wike they expose them and all the billion when the man collects.
Are you not bad guy now?
You na old man now, not be small picking now. No, you don't get paid. Even this APC guy too. He said,
Adamu.
Adamu
for C day there he fuck up.
Now that's like one way go support openly.
PDP form. How many billion the Wike say it is?
Me, I knew Tinubu was gonna get rid of him. Tinubu not a politician, he doesn't care. If it was Buhari will leave you, no wala. Tinubu
PDP money not small. Maybe like are you go get like maybe like 5 billion.
You know, say
What are you
For
talking about?
Tinubu past life, they forgive people.
Politicians don't forgive. Oh.
No,
Politicians
forget politics. For in past life, they forgive people.
but the guy, if I were Tinubu, I would get rid of him though. The guy
Of course.
Yeah, we gotta be fair to him. Even when he supported the Senate
Lawan.
executive, right? Even the chairman was still against it. Oh, yeah, I was not informed. What the heck? Who are you? The president is the leader of the party. That's Nigeria for you. The president should not be begging you for anything. He's the leader of the party. That's the rule of the game, man.
They wanted Lawan as the consensus candidate. If not be for all these northern governors.
Go and confirm what Obasanjo did to Aldo now. Obasanjo, he drove himself to Ado when he wanted Ado to resign. He wrote the resignation letter by himself. He got to Ado they made papers for Obasanjo. After eating, he brought out the paper. He said, "Hey, sign. You are done." That was what happened. Real. If you know any stock PDP old man, ask him. That was how Obasanjo did to Ado.
Obasanjo know they play. The man was a serious guy.
OBJ that was changing senator like he's changing his
play.
In
Minister
Obasanjo 8
go,
years,
senator go,
change up to 7 Senate president. once they inform Obasanjo, hey, listen, this man is saying this, so it's against you. You are gone. He get rid of you. You remember Chuba or Kadibo, my man? Chuba or Kadibo. That's my best senator ever.
I got my brain.
I used to like Chuba and Kadibo. Very funny, man. Oh, people don't go. Okadibo was good, yeah. Okadibo.
So all those old men don't catch.
Okadibo met a strong man now. He met a passenger, mess with him.
In the cab, he was now with Tinubu. Tinubu gave his wife a big appointment now. Tinubu was very loyal to Okadibo. He was the vice presidential candidate for what year again? He still gave his wife very good appointment. She was the, I think, MD of NNPC. No, chairman, board of directors. So Chuba Okadibo.
Now this thing kill him. I bet the guy was asthmatic, bro.
I think they killed that man, Joe.
No, he was asthmatic with the gas. He was asthmatic. So with this thing, gas, though.
You see the politics. I'm seeing this now. So Tinubu cannot actually betray Gaduje. Gaduje will be worse as APC chairman. I think it's better you find one dormant ministry, may you give up. Gaduje no they forgive. He go drive people come out for APC. I'm telling you. It's too hard. It's too hard.
Kinda. You said you cannot do today.
If I were him, I would give it to Almakura. Almakura is calm. Gaduje get too many enemies for APC. Just pray. May they release in the list. May we see now. Like let them just look for a solution, man. Before they kill Nigeria through away. Ovie.
Sir.
You know the rest.
The rest now.
This morning, Tiger say tomorrow na Friday. Tomorrow na Thursday.
Tomorrow na Thursday.
I was actually thinking it's Friday.
Nice Thursday.
What the heck? I have shitload of meetings tomorrow. I thought it was Friday, to be honest. Oh yeah, Papa.
Tomorrow na Friday. Tomorrow na Thursday.
Somebody said Wiki wasted reverse money.
Now that they know, nobody they hear at that time.
No, Wiki did well in terms of infrastructure. He did a lot of work though. Rivers, they have money though. Rivers, Lagos, they have a lot of money.
Yeah, for that money, do anything.
Divide by two.
That's why they say, Sha. Any governor will come for, they always will become president because of money where they see within that 4 years.
Nigeria politicians. Damn. These guys. They are harsh. I just pray like get to that point. They really put Nigeria first. That's just my own. The stress is too much for Nigerians though.
Mhm.
Just keep people because of
There's no consequence for public fund laundry. That's why they do all these things.
the
Yeah,
help.
you can just thief and thief. If you just go thief like 10 billion, if they catch you, give them 2 billion, they go see free you. So why they go focus on, because to actually work, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. You have to actually assemble team that actually want to think outside the box.
I think that's my next line of action. If Tinubu can bring out a list that even have like 60% of the people you can look up to, maybe that will give me some hope. Then I think by next week, it should be able to. I think it's 60 days after inauguration. So by next week, we will see the ministerial list anyhow.
Sorry, well, see, most of the problem is that because they thief money so much, the minister can't get a governorship ambition, senatorial ambition.
Uh,
So,
well, that
but
is a factor.
I would say they make them thief money with that now. They are not thieving to feed. Maybe to feed be their problem. I'm not the chop. They are thieving to restate, to regain power. Either to hire, because another job now where you say, "Gay, your aim to your job is to keep progressing, right? Get
To be honest, if I tell you it's not frustrating, I'm lying, man. Everything is frustrating.
you just me, and that's why I don't like the system, this political route with the way we take. So it's not be it not be it has to take it will take the larger majority of the people to be conscious of how the thing works for them to rise up for to give them a fight. Then they will come adjust. So no be say they could do anything. No, they could just adjust. Like all these people that we are crying for, police, state policing, local government authority. So it will take like public outcry, and it has to take a lot of consciousness, a lot of agitation, a lot of organizing. That's the only way you can get change in this system with the practice. We say people, you don't expect say one person will just wake up say, "Oh, how?" Even if you have that intention, right?
Mhm.
You wonder how. A lot of people, so it takes a team. It is hard. It is hard. We are on a slow pace. You understand? We just do one thing. It just it's frustrating, but I don't know how we can get out of it or get the full evidence of democracy with the way we are going. Because now it's just too expensive. It's not for the poor. Forget it. They're saying a government of the people by the people. All those crap.
That is the biggest scam of the century.
That crap. It's that government of the few. You guys get by. If you don't have the money, you have access to it. That means you can source for it. Right? People have to believe in you, and they go put money because believing you say don't be say that means they believe in you to protect their interests. So don't be say they believe say you could won't be changed. They believe that you can protect their interests.
Hmm.
Then you are in. That's it. At every level of it, presidential government, at every level.
President Tinubu remove Gaduje. We shall see. Omo, make I go sleep. Oh, I don't tire for the
I
day.
don't know. Thanks,
We
man.
see you tomorrow, man.
Yes, I'll be here again tomorrow.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Tunanja, I know your voice again. So good night. Ify, good night. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are joining us from Dr. Damages, thank you. We do every day. Every day. This is the last 10 hours now. So you calculate your 10 hours back. Come here every 10 o'clock, which is around 4 o'clock Nigeria time. So we are here every day doing the same thing. So subscribe so that anytime we come on, you will get a notification. Till tomorrow. Oh, no politics. Stay free, my friend. And follow African Man advice. Is a like and share, guys. So on the comment section, so African Man, thank you. Clement, thanks. Show, appreciate you, man, stopping by. Man of prayer, okay, no. Okay, yeah, man of prestige, you were here earlier on, thanks. We've been middleman, Uzo, who again come by? Who did? Crown, who came as in form of Adeola. Who did? Who else? Who else? Yeah, I think I got everyone. Anyway, stay free.